So now we are going to see how to navigate in Maya, and more specifically, how to navigate in the viewport, that famous viewport, that well-known creation window. Just before, as you can see, in the bottom left, I have installed a small window that allows me to see my shortcuts, which I actually use. As soon as I click or type something on my keyboard, you will be able to see it. For example, here I am using the left mouse click and here the right mouse click. If I make Ctrl-Alt key combinations and left click, you will see it too. So this will definitely be useful to show you what my shortcuts are, how I navigate, and it will be much more intuitive for you. So, when we see this grid, we naturally want to navigate in this space. So the viewport should really be seen as a truly true 3D space. It's like actually visualizing space, really space, with the planet Earth surrounding it. The planet Earth there is like your grid, and the space is that infinity that is all around. So here we are not in Google Earth, so we won't be able to navigate as easily all around this famous planet that is here, and the grid. So, navigating is very simply. You will just need to press certain specific keys. Here, if I left click and try to rotate a bit, I can't. You see it just creates a small square like this. The simplest way to navigate is to press Alt and move your mouse. Hold your left click and move the mouse. By doing this, you will essentially make a rotation. You will effectively rotate the space around you. You are turning around that famous grid. To make it more visual, we will take a cube. The cube that is at the top left here, in your famous shelf, the polymodeling shelf. You will click on the cube here, and a cube will come to the center. You see that, as I told you, like the planet Earth. We want to rotate around this cube. So to rotate, we hold Alt and left click, and there we go. We can rotate around the cube. It is indeed us who rotate around the cube, not the cube that rotates. Next, to navigate, like a pan, which is a kind of tracking shot, you need to hold down Alt and the middle mouse button, and then you can navigate. So Alt plus the middle mouse click allows you to navigate while holding it down. You see, it creates a sort of tracking shot, meaning you can navigate in this way through the space. You'll find it's quite practical. To simply zoom in on the object, you just need to hold down Alt and then right click in the lead and keep holding the right click while you pull. You pull gently and steadily like this. So now you will be able to zoom in on the object. So, to show you just a little bit of a combination of everything we've actually learned, you'll see that it comes naturally. It's like relearning to walk. It's the same thing. But you'll see that after a little hour, you'll feel very, very comfortable with this way of navigating. So, as we said, to rotate around the object, use Alt plus left click. If I simply want to zoom in, I just hold down Alt, right click, and then drag my mouse cursor to the screen in order to zoom in on the screen. I definitely redo to rotate around and I zoom out a bit. I invite you to practice. To perform these movements, you zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, rotate around, zoom out, zoom in, rotate around, and the famous pan is done with Alt, click, and scroll wheel. There you go. Okay, so here I'm panning, zooming out, rotating, zooming in, panning, zooming out, rotating, zooming, panning. So you see that at first, it's not necessarily intuitive. There aren't many common software programs that have this way of navigating. However, you will find that in almost all 3D software, this method is quite prevalent. Whether it's on ZBrush, Blender, Maya, Substance Painter, or many other software like that, it works in the same way. So there you go. Practice, and you'll see that after a while it will definitely become second nature. once you are comfortable with it. Let's imagine that you have zoomed in too much. Look, I have zoomed out. So, it's important to know that if you make several quick movements like this, see, if I pull back all at once, you have more control over what is happening. Whereas if I make small movements, I can zoom in gradually and zoom out gradually. Sorry. Similarly, I can let go at any moment, as long as I don't release. I can still rotate around the object. So let's say I've had a bit too much fun zooming out, I've panned around a bit, and I've rotated everywhere. I have no idea where my object is anymore. But what can I do? How can I find that object again? And there you have it. There is a very simple solution that is magical, called the F key. The F key, which actually allows you to return to the center of the object. So I press F, and I go back to the center of the object. You see, it's quite handy. So if you get lost, just hit F, and it will come back to where it should be. You also have the option to position yourself either in front of the object, to the side of the object, or behind the object. Here we have a cube with 6 identical faces. So we cannot tell where the back is, where the side is, or where the front and rear are. You have a small cube that is quite nice here, which allows you to return to the front by pressing the front key, for example. You can rotate this cube just like that, similar to what you could do with the Alt key and the left click. But you can also rotate it using just the left click on this small cube, this little icon, and you can go to the left face, you can go to the back, to the front, you can go just about anywhere. So this can be useful. It's quite nice. And we press F again to recenter ourselves.